Good morning, students. In your English language, we've already completed the chapter Prepositions. However, there was one part of prepositions which was left, and that is what we will be doing today. Open to page number 102 of your books. See, it says nouns followed by prepositions. Now, we know about the basic words, basic prepositions, but we do have some prepositions whom we can actually attach with nouns, adjectives and participles. So we have a whole list of these words here. See, I'm sure you must have seen it in your book itself. You can see both the pages, right? So this is a long list and you have to go through it, and no matter what, right, you need to learn it. You should know these. They are very important. You will get these kind of prepositions in classes like 9th and 10th as well. So let's continue with it. Then we'll continue with the exercises. Nouns followed by prepositions. So we have a noun and there's a preposition attached to it. Let's see. Number 1, access to. I have no access to the CEO of my company. Access to. You should understand, you will not use access up, access down, nothing. The preposition that should be used with access is access to. Is that clear? That is how you'll be learning it. Acquaintance with. He has no acquaintance with the MLA of his constituency. Admission to or admission into. Now here we have two options. So admission to or admission into. The principal refused him admission into the school. So he was refused the admission. Advantage of or advantage over. Again, you have one word and you have two options here, two prepositions that you can use. How you will judge which one to use is, when you read the sentence, you'll understand which one you should use. See here, you should not take advantage of his misfortune. You will not say you should not take advantage over his misfortune. It is always advantage of, right? See the next sentence there itself. Your previous experience will give you an advantage over others in the interview. So you can gain advantage over others in an interview if you have experience, right? Allegiance to. We owe allegiance to our constitution. Amends to or for. You should make amends for the loss. Amends means changes. Aptitude for. I have no aptitude for mathematics. Bar to. Drinking is a bar to success in life. Means restriction or hurdle, right? Bar to. Blind of, blind to. Very important, please understand. The old man is blind of one eye. I'm sorry. That means he cannot see from one eye. Parents should not be blind to the faults of their children. So they should not ignore. Blind to means ignore, and blind of means actually blind. I'm sorry. Cause for. There is no cause for anxiety. There's no reason. Claim to. She has no claim to this property. Disgrace to. The spoiled child is a disgrace to his family. Enmity with. You should not be at enmity with others. Means you should not have any kind of enmity with others. Fondness for. Please understand, she is fond of and fondness for. There's a difference. She is fond of an ice cream. Fond of. Now here we are talking about the fondness, the likeness. So children have fondness for chocolate. Hatred for. A saint has hatred for none. Hatred, you understand, I'm sure. Hatred of. All civilized people have hatred of cruelty to animals. Right? Please understand where to use hatred for and hatred of. Influence with. Have you any influence with the police commissioner? Means any kind of, maybe impression, maybe interaction. Influence over. A good teacher has great influence over the students. Leisure for. Leisure for means the free time. We have no leisure for gossips. Limit to. There is no limit to one's needs. Malice against. Malice means cruelty. I have malice against none. Need of. She is in need of money. Neglect of. He is blamed for neglect of duty. Objection to. My main objection to the plan is its expense. Offense at. The teacher took offense at the boy's behavior. Prejudice against. Usually the old people have prejudice against modern lifestyle. Prejudice actually means, being indifferent, or maybe, not actually liking it, not accepting it. Remedy for. Music is a remedy for depression. Reputation for. This officer has a reputation for honesty. Slave to. I am not a slave to any bad habit. Sympathy for. We should have sympathy for the downtrodden. Means people who are below us, or less fortunate. Sympathy with. I have no sympathy with those students who cheat. Taste for. Anne has a taste for music. Taste for means likeness. Okay, don't go for thinking that she likes tasting music. Okay, it means fondness, likeness. Taste of. Some people do not like the taste of coffee. Victim to. He fell a victim to his own avarice. Victim of. Many Indian brides become the victim of greed of the in-laws. Victory over. We have to win a victory over AIDS. Witness to. I was a witness to this accident. Witness of. Afghanistan is a living witness of the cruelty of Taliban. Zeal for. Zeal is enthusiasm. We should be full of zeal for social work. Zest for. The Americans have zest for excellence. Again, zest means the enthusiasm, or of lightness, what they feel, what they want. Okay, now after nouns we have adjectives and the participles, followed by prepositions. Let's start with this list. Acceptable to. Your proposal is not acceptable to me. Accustomed to. She is accustomed to hard work, means habit. Addicted to. Balu's father is addicted to smoking. Adequate to. This accommodation is not adequate to our needs, means it is not up to our requirements. Anxious about. She is very anxious about her health. Appropriate to. The chief guest made a speech appropriate to the occasion. Averse to. He is averse to gambling. Beneficial to. Regular exercise is beneficial to health. Blessed with. He is blessed with a good memory. Blind of. The man is blind of left eye after an accident. Conscious of. I am conscious of my shortcomings. Contrary to. What he did was contrary to his father's wishes. Contrary, you understand? Opposite. Convinced of. I am convinced of your innocence. Deficient in. He is deficient in knowledge, but not in sincerity. Means he has got lack of knowledge, but he is not, but he is sincere. Okay. Dependent on, you should not be dependent on others. Diffident of, Mary is diffident of her success in IAS examination. Essential to, food is essential to life. Familiar to, this part of the country is not familiar to me. Grateful to, I am grateful to my parents for good education. Horrified at, they were horrified at the sight. Turn the page to 104. Right? We have some more words here. Indifferent to, saints are indifferent to pleasure and pain, means it doesn't bother to them. Indulge to, one must not indulge in luxuries. Luxuries unless one can afford them. One should not go for luxuries unless and until the person can afford it. Injurious to, smoking is injurious to maintaining good health. You must have heard this quite a number of times. It means harmful. Necessary to, sleep is necessary to health. Neglectful to, necessary for is left. Hard work is necessary for success in life. Neglectful to, you are neglectful to your interest. Negligent in, you should not be negligent in your duties. Means if some duties are given to you, you should know how to perform them, right? Okay, notorious for, Pakistan is notorious for fomenting troubles in India. Means they are well known for creating troubles in our country. Obliged to, or for, I am obliged to you for your timely help. Occupied with or in, a class teacher is occupied with her work. She is occupied in reading a novel. Okay, she has some work, but she is busy in reading a novel. Offended with and at, my father is offended with me at my carelessness. Overcome with, on hearing the news of his uncle's death, he was overcome with grief, means filled. Overcome with grief, filled with grief. Painful to, your words are very painful to my feelings. Peculiar to, all this appears peculiar to me. It means a little bit odd. Popular with, our teachers are very popular with us. Reconcile with or reconcile to, I cannot reconcile with my enemy. Reconcile means coming together. I cannot reconcile myself to this sort of living. Right? Repentant of, the old man is repentant of his sins. Means he is repenting. He is actually, he is asking for forgiveness for his sins. Sins are, again the bad things that we commit, and they're really, really bad, and that is why they're said, they're called sins, not the normal mistakes. Okay, let's continue. Suitable to, working in the morning shift is suitable to me. Vain of, she is vain of her beauty. Weary of, I'm weary of doing nothing. Here weary means tired. No, I'm tired of doing nothing. Now after this we have this whole exercise of prepositions. I think so we've already done the first part of your exercises. Now see, we have this one here, exercise number A. I think so we've done B. Let's continue with the A part. Right? Okay, he showed himself hostile to my proposal. Please do one thing, get your pencils. I want you to get your pencils and write the answers. Then and there itself. Write it somewhere so that you have your own answers. And you don't come running to me before the exams asking for the answers. Please do it. I'll wait, but I want you to complete your work. Okay, now I believe you have your pencils with you. He showed himself hostile to my proposal. Even I'll write the answers, right? Hostile to my proposal. Hard work is indispensable for success in life. FOR, for success in life. Never boast of your wealth. Good must eventually triumph over evil. Number 5, she has a great insight into human character. Number 6, he was restored to his former position. Done. Number 7, the juice of this herb is an antidote to the snake bite. To snake bite, I'm sorry. Excessive familiarity leads to contempt. The juice of this herb is an antidote for snake bite is also correct. I am sure some of you have this doubt in your mind. So 4 is also correct. Such a charge is a great slur to his character. I'm sorry, on his character. On his character. It should be on. Last one. She is amenable to reason. I'll repeat all the answers if you want. Right? He showed himself hostile to my proposal. Hard work is indispensable for success in life. Never boast of your wealth. Good must eventually triumph over evil. She has a great insight into human character. He was restored to his former position. The juice of this herb is an antidote to the snakebite or snakebite. Excessive familiarity leads to contempt. Such a charge is a great slur on his character, and she is amenable to reason. Done? Let's move to the next exercise. Exercise number C. We've done the second exercise in the book itself, I believe. So let's move to the exercise number C, and I want you to do it in your copy as well. So please make sure that you know the answers. Let's discuss. The boys jumped into the pond. You know, they are in the movement into. He has no complaint about me is wrong. You can put against me. Not about, but cut it please. About is wrong. Put against me. We should never mock on others. It is mock at others. Cut on and put at. Number 4. The bridge on the river is very old. The bridge over the river. On is wrong. It is over. Right over there. Number 5. I do not agree with your point of view. So I do not agree to your point of view. With is wrong. Put to. Done? Come to the 6th one. The naughty boy ran in the street is wrong. The naughty boy ran on the street. Okay, some of you, if you have a cross in your mind, across the street, that is also correct. The prince is heir to the throne. The prince, I'm sorry, on the throne it is written, but it should be to the throne. I've already given you the answer. So cut on and write to the throne. You're always heir to something. Number 8, I am in service since 5 years. I'm sure you know, since is wrong here, for 5 years. She was born at Mumbai. She was born in Mumbai. He has no claim to his father's property is wrong. He has no claim on his father's property. or over his father's property. Right, so this much is enough for today. Make sure that you do or complete your exercise number C in the notebooks. Right, make the second term part. Write today's date, write the preposition as headings, and just copy one exercise, right? With the sentences, like you have to copy the whole sentence. Please don't take any shortcut here. Just one exercise, and I'm sure you have time to complete. Please do it. Because we'll be starting or we'll be completing the question answers of literature. So we'll be starting another chapter on Monday. So please complete it. Okay. So that's it for today. Thank you.